Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becky from Whimsy Creations, and this is Satisfied Saturday number 6. It's going quickly, isn't it? I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're all actually well. And yeah, if the weather's getting you down, then let's hope this picks you up, or whatever might be getting you down. Let's see if we can have a satisfying session. Right, I'm having trouble with these burning to the end, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that open a little bit and see if more draft helps it burn better. Not that it affects you whatsoever, but it's a pointless exercise if they just promptly go out, isn't it? So anyway, it brings in a little bit more serenity into the room. Right, today is our start to finish, and as I mentioned before, I'd like to get this signature completely finished if I can today. Let's hope, hey? Right, I'm going to pop down the time. The time is, right, let's pop that down so I don't forget to start with. Right, let's cross those two out because that's not it. There we go. Then I won't bore you to the nth degree. And I've got my, let's do these while I've got my book in front of me. Love and Prayers to Misty Dawn. I think she's from Crafty Mouse, I think. I hope I've got that right. Thelma and Angie, thank you so much for listening and watching and your kind comments and likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Pop the timer back there. Right. So yes, let's crack on with this. I think, have they finished? Let's have a browse through and see what we've got left to do. I know we've got all the things. Oh, it's quite a lot to finish off, isn't there? We've got all the pockets to fill in. Maybe that's a tall order. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Oh, hang on a minute. Have I finished putting pockets? Oh, yes, that's that one. So I haven't finished embellishing the pages either, I don't think. Well, having said that, that one's... Let's go through and get some pages embellished. I'd like some more page edges put on, I think, as well. Some lace, maybe. And we'll get some things in these pockets, shall we? Let's see what we've got to put in these pockets. Now I've got that in there to keep the page up. So, how has your week been? I hope it's been good. It's Saturday today, so yeah, I've had all week. Well, I was here Thursday as well, but oh, that was difficult. I just decided to put something in there. Right, what can we put in here? This is a nice one that I've made quite a while ago. It is very chunky though, which means I would probably only, oh, I don't know, that might be a bit too thick. That I could just get away with putting the one in. I do like it and the colours all match, and I would like to use it. I don't think that's about to come off. Right? No. Let's pop him in. We'll see at the end. We can always, whoops, we can always swap it over, can't we? There, let's pop that there. It's at the front, so it shouldn't affect writing too much. We can always nip it out. We'll see. Let's move on and think about it. Right, we've got a nice one here, which we could have something in. You're not very tall, are you? Let's see. It's only a small one, and it's got acetate in. That's quite tight, actually. Why won't that go? Oh, let's have a look, see what's going on here. We've got a problem with it. Oh, I see. It's caught the glue. Oh, it's caught the paper there. I see. The glue has seeped out. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. Now it will go all the way across. That's better, isn't it? But I'd like something a little taller in there. What have we got? What have we got? We've got some here that need a bit of work doing to them, but that's all right. No, they're not journal cut. I want a tag in here. So we have this funny looking thing that's half made. Will that fit in? It will. That's from one extreme to the other, but I can cut it down. We could cut that down and make it into, cut the top off actually. And yes, let's make a nice tag for here. Because that one was already made. Let's make a nice tag for here. Let's cut the top of this off and cover it, because I'm not really sure this is quite the right colour we're going for. So, I do want to use some of these old bits and bobs up. I think that will be the, sorry, I shouldn't put that away. I think that will be the right height. Once it's finished. Yeah. I'm just going to have to put that back in there. It's still not fitting down the bottom. There we go. It got stuck behind there as well. Oh, that fits in nicely, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's make that into something. Let's make that. Cover that up. Where can we put you? Pop you over there. We want some blue paper and some... Yeah, let's cover that with some blue paper for starters. Or some colour. What colour have we got? We've got those flowers. So, and yeah, it's all sort of bluish, isn't it? I do like this. I love this paper. I know it's double-sided, but that would look lovely. I'm going to cover it with this. The back's already done, so let's glue the front piece. This paint that I've got on here is just chalk paint, so it's got quite good tooth on it. So I think I did quite a few of those for a project a while ago, and these are the few bits I had left over, so we use them up. There's no harm in there. There's no point in wasting them, is there? There, that's on there nicely. Let's cut that out. Where are my scissors? Here they are. Let's try not to do what I did the other day, and I went off and had my lunch and left the lid off that, and it was very dry when I got back. So I hope you've had a nice week, and I seem to have had a funny disjointed week. I don't know what's been going on, but very up and down this week. I think the weather hasn't helped. It's been lovely today. Sun is out. Still very cold, but you know, I don't mind the cold when the sun is out. Just picks you up, doesn't it? Just makes you feel a whole lot better. I think that's the same the world over. If the sun is out, you just feel better, don't you? Let's do those corners. Get those corners. Which one do I want? This one. Let's see what we can do here. Is that going to be big enough? No. I'm going to have to use that one. In that case, I might as well use this one. I only really use, I've got this magnetic thing in here. Look, it sticks to everything. It's a brilliant tool, but it does, because it's magnetic, it sticks to everything. I'm going to use this one as that one. I tend to only use this one for that real small one in the corner there. So that's nice. And we'll just pop a couple of, see if this will go through the damp paper. Yep, wee. Over it goes. Oh. Nope, it's not cutting. Let's try again. There we go. It's supposed to make it quick and easy, but let's do a little bit of inking around it. That looks altogether different now, doesn't it? I love the way that just quickly... Oh, my coffee's up here. Let me move that. Sorry about that. I thought I'd moved that. I think I might put some blue on this. Just changed my mind about that. Decided to put some blue on it. Yeah, that's nice. So have you got anything planned for your weekend? Doing anything fun? That's blue edge. I'm not actually saying that. I'm going to a sort of gathering tomorrow morning. Well, not really early. Yep. Is that straight? Yeah, that is straight. For a friend of mine. I've known her many, many years, and she's sort of kind of changed jobs, so to speak. And the new place she's working at's doing her a welcome thing, which I thought was lovely. And she's asked me if I'll go. So of course I said yes, I'd go. Yeah. That's something different on a Sunday morning, isn't it? We'll probably have some drinks, coffee and things. That would be nice. So I'm looking forward to that. That's quite a nice thing. I don't usually do much on a Sunday morning. After I get back from church, I just usually work, you know, but yeah, I think that would make a nice change. It'll probably, I think it starts about 11, which is quite late for me. So I think I'll probably find I won't get very much done tomorrow by the time I get back. It'll probably be time for get my nose in my book, I imagine. Or I could always sew and listen to my audiobook, but I don't think I'll be in here tomorrow, in my craft room tomorrow, because I got a lot to do in here on Monday and today, and it's good to have a break, isn't it? Though it's difficult. I want something down here. What do I do? Let's see, what can we put down here? A little bit of paper. Have I used one of these strips for anything yet? No, I don't want the blue. Let's have some brown, well, brownish. This sort of colour, I think, across the bottom. It's very bright, that, isn't it? It's a bit too bright, though. Yes, a bit of this greyish colour. Let's tear that off there. Again, a bit like my flowers. I don't like my leaves just dangling in midair. So I'm going to do this. Or I could have used a doily, but I'm doing this now. But a doily would have worked well. I'm just going to take the edges off. Like that. Ink it up a bit, and we'll ink this with a bit of green. There we go. Pop that leaf on, put that underneath, and then we'll probably find a couple of little labels or something. Now, the best way to do this really is to dab it in, but I'm just going to... Oh, this should work because I've had it on its side for a little while, so this should work better. Okay, now it does. It's working okay. Let's get all these little leaves down. This fine nib is very good for this. Sorry, concentrating. Right. Looking forward to YouTube tonight. I've got the Mindful Narrowboat to watch. I do like her. She's very good. I put her in my description. If you ever want some calm, quiet, sort of easygoing video to watch that's like naturey. And she does a lot of beautiful sceneries of the United Kingdom as well. And she has the most gorgeous dog as a companion that comes with her. Yeah, I'd recommend watching her. It's called the Mindful Narrowboat. And I mean, I don't do narrowboats myself. I don't go on narrowboat holidays. Although I think I'd quite like one with somebody. It's not something I'm hankering after. But I came across her channel by accident one night. Don't ask me why. That's a bit big, actually. I'm just going to make that a bit smaller. And I was hooked. I just loved her. I think it was the dog that drew me in, because having not long lost mine. And it was just relax. What I found was when I had lost him, I was struggling to sleep, struggling to relax and things. And I came across her channel one night and I relaxed and watched it and really got into what she was saying. And it gave me a new insight into nature. And, you know, I'm not sponsored or anything. I don't know if she doesn't know me from Adam, you know, whoever Adam is. But yeah, and I just found it very peaceful. And I thought I'd quite like to instill a bit of that in my videos, you know. I use craft as a mindful experience, you know, as a, like I say, I try and enjoy the process. Not so easy when you're actually videoing, but that's my choice, you know, to share some of this, which is what I want to do, and get involved in the actual piece you're making. And Satisfied Saturday is all about, really, it's about being satisfied with what you've got done rather than accomplishing a set list of stuff. It's more about, oh, there are my letters. I don't want my letters. I want my numbers. It's more about being satisfied with how far you've got that day, you know. And I ran a business for 20 odd years. Self-employed I was, and I ran a business. And I think when you run your own business, I think you can become very hard on yourself. I know I did. And, you know, you strive for everything to be perfect and everything to tick over properly. And I did like 12-hour days for years. And there's only so much of that I discovered that you can do. In fact, I became incredibly ill in the end, which is why I took early retirement. And I'm not saying don't run your own company. It's the best thing ever. I mean, for a little while, I did work for somebody else, but I think having worked for myself for so many years and then worked for somebody who didn't really understand the business was a disaster, really, to be honest. So I retired from that as well, and well, again, I became even poorlier then. So yeah, my doctor said it's time to look after yourself, my dear. So that's what I did, and that's what I do. But I'm not one for sitting around, you know. So I might have told you this before. And I'm sorry if I have. If you find this all very boring. So yeah, I decided to, and again during COVID. This is really for my new subscribers who haven't maybe heard the story. I taught myself. I mean, I've always been a crafter all my life. You know, painted and drawn and designed and stuff. So that wasn't new. And I've always been a journaler. I mean, I've journaled since the 1980s, you know. So whether I was actually looking for a new journal or what, I don't know. But I came across junk journals and I was absolutely hooked. Totally hooked straight away. And I actually started with watching Pam at the Paper Outpost. She's very funny, actually. I think that's what caught me there. But she does work in mayhem, which, you know, it's her style, and it's a very good style, you know. She creates with, what is it, reckless abandon. But I then looked around and found other people, and then you get people like Gail Agostinelli, who's the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Again, fabulous creator. And then you get all the others in between. You get like Louisa Heinzel and Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah and Tracy Fox. There's so many, isn't there? And they're all completely different styles. And I thought, wow, there's a lot going on out there. I mean, my first style was very much along the lines of Pam's. But then I discovered that it's okay to have your, you know, it really is okay to have your own style, you know. So that is what I think I've developed. I hope I have. There's a nice big postcard here. I'm hoping it would fit in here. Nice nature postcard. It's of Crabble Mill, sorry. It was painted in July 1983. And it's, yeah, a river. Let's see, does it tell me exactly where it is? Oh, it's printed in Worcester. That's all it says. Kenton, Worcester. Now, it's a little bit wide, I think, but I don't really want to take much off. I'll take a little bit off. I don't want to take off who's done it, you know. I want them to have the credit of having done this. So I'm going to take a slither off there and a slither off there. Oh, if I do it at the sides as well, so it pretty much matches. Not that I need it off the sides. Yeah, I was given a whole pile of postcards, massive pile of postcards. And I came across, these ones were in it. I had a load of vintage ones as well in there. And this one was in there. There's quite a few. I think what they were sold, like, they were adjoined. I mean, I got them, they weren't, but they clearly were adjoined at one, perforated down the edges. Will this fit in now? So I put this big one in to fit something like this in. Will you fit in? Oh, you will. I'm just going to curl the corners though, because trim the corners so it goes in a bit better. But it's a nice piece of ephemera that I just don't want to do too much to, really. I don't want to do anything to that. It's a lovely painting. Da-da-ba-dum. There we go. That's nice in there, isn't it? Just put one thing in there. Yeah, that's good. This is a little tuck. I made this little tuck out of the blue. I did. And we can have a little something in there, can't we? These are nice. A round tuck and a round tuck. Oh, that's pretty. I quite like that. There's this one and there's this round one as well. That one fits in a little better, actually. What's the back like? Oh, the back needs, it's good enough to write on. It doesn't need much, but I think I will stencil the back. I'm going to ink the edges. Oh, sorry. I don't know what that was. What fell? Oh, a book. That made me jump, that did. I don't know if you heard it, but it made me jump. Yeah, put that there. I'm just going to stencil the back of it so it's not quite so in your face. Let's get the piece of paper so we don't get ink all over the table. Come here. There we are. Let's put some of this on. I'll put you across there. I'm going to take it off the edge and go round like this. I'm going to do frayed burlap. Do I have a dobber for frayed burlap? I do. I have not a dobber. One of these. Yeah. What it does is it just takes that. I don't want to back it because it's perfectly thick enough and everything. It just takes that harshness off the white. Brilliant white is quite not good for your eyes, and it's difficult to read off as well. Whereas this, you can write whatever you want right over the top of it. There. Just a jumble of leaves, that's fine. Jumble of leaves, put you back. But not so dark that you couldn't just write whatever you wanted over the top. Here we are. You can pop in there. I'm only putting one in each this time because you'll see how thick it gets. That front one is really thick compared with the rest. Are you coming out of there? No, I think it was my ring. Right, we've got something little to put in here, haven't we? Let's have another look. See what we got. Oh, I've got these to go in here. I might put these in the other one. Yeah, just came across them. I need a little. Oh, this is a little journal card. Look at that, fits. We could have put something on it, but that would fit in there beautifully, wouldn't it? Should we do something with this? I can't believe how well that fits. Just make sure it goes in and out, okay? Pop you around like that and slip you in and see what you look. Oh, that looks nice, yes. Let's put something pretty on the front of this. I'm going to do the corners. They are very sharp. I think this is a you know those scrapbooking pads you can get with cutouts. I think this is one of those. And that I've just backed again on a piece of, I think I've backed it onto coffee dyed paper or something, because it would have been card anyway. Right, what should we have on here? A little flower would look nice because there's sort of stencily flowers in the background. Where are my flowers? Where are my flowers? Here are my flowers. Look right in front of me. Oh, I found a few more the other day that I've popped in here. These are Tim Holtz, but they're a lovely colour, so I thought they would go nicely in here. That's actually a bit too big, but it would look nice. No, that's such a nice. Let's see. I think I've got some smaller ones in here. Let's use some of these smaller ones. That's a nice one, isn't it? It is green. Have I got any green? I don't know if I got any green flowers out. Oh, that's quite nice. It's in a bottle of water. That's nice. I like that. That wouldn't have to have anything underneath either because it's in a vase, you know. Yeah, we'll do that. Yes, make your mind up. No, it's not that. Let's do that. Let's ink that a bit and I'll think about what else I want on there. You put a little pretty tiny bit of doily behind it. Pretty it up a bit. Let's have a look. Let me get my doilies. Here we are. Don't know if you can see them. There's all sorts here. That's got a green envelope, so I'd like to bring some green into it. Doesn't have to be the same. And here we go. Here's some with some green on. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't want to tear that one. Oh dear. Oh, now that one's all right. That one could be torn. So could this one. That's even more neutral. I like that. Let's just see what else we've got. No. And then we've got our really delicate ones here. Oof, delicate ones here. Oh, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? But to get it in now, that could be difficult. Oh, so many decisions to make. Oh, you should use these doilies more. They are pretty. I'm going to use one of these green. Just a little bit, not a lot. I'm just going to pop a little bit across the bottom, I think. I don't want it to, that's too busy, it'll take away from the flower. Let's put a tiny bit of this on the bottom here. Make it look like a tablecloth or something, wouldn't it? Let's cut round that. Don't want to waste any of it because this is a beautiful doily, so let's not waste any. Let's just cut round that and we can use the rest for something else. Did I put my scissors? No, I didn't put my scissors away. Here we are. Put those over there, out the way. Oops, wrong side. Oh yes, that's nice. That's inky with a bit of green. I don't know if you'll see much in there, but whoops, I'm going to glue you on there first. There we go. Glue you on there. I do find that working on this particular book very mindful. This particular journal, it's very soothing, very calming. It's just such a nice, pretty little journal. I think it's going to be so lovely when it's finished. You're going on there, yeah. And yes, leaving that open has worked a lot better. Sorry, my incense box. Oh, sorry about my chair. I still haven't. Let me write that down. Oil chair. Oh, dear. Oil chair. Sorry, I'll forget otherwise again. Maybe the creaking isn't bothering you, but it does my head in. It does my head in. It does do my head in. It annoys me. It does, as they say. It really annoys me. What little gem can we have on here? Bum, bum. I want, you know what I really want on here? I don't want a label. I want a miniature butterfly is what I want on there. Now, I know the butterflies I've got out are quite small, but I want one really small. Where are my butterflies? They're birds. Butterflies are down here. No, I moved the butterflies. I've got them in here now, didn't I? Because they were all over the place. So let me just find a tiny, tiny butterfly. Here we go. These are G-Curve's miniature ones, mini ones. And I want one of these out. Let's have a look at you. How will you do? A little bit bright you are. Let's see. I've got some other minis in here as well. But they're so tiny, I have to keep them separate, otherwise you do disappear. There's the yellow one. What's this one? I want to know what this is. Oh, it's another one of those. Oh, there's a sweet little one. I don't think I've got... Oh, there's a blue one there. That might look nice on this page. Do with tweezers, really. Yeah, let's put that on. Having said that, I like that. Let's put that on. Let's not a kind shape of butterfly I normally use. I like my butterflies to look just like standard butterflies, really. You know, your generic butterfly. I think that yellow one's nice, and so is that brown one. But I'm going to use this one because it's not something I'd normally use. So, and these are lovely. I should cut these out and put them in there, shouldn't I? It's difficult cutting that size. Where's my thingy? I need to write on there. I finally got my new label, my old, really old labeler working. And I have labelled up a few things so I can find them a bit better now. But I need to put on there about not turning it over. I do, keeping it flat. I have got another one there that says keep flat, you know, just to remind myself not to flick it over when I'm looking for things. The speed I'm going, we are not going to get this finished, but hey, I'm enjoying the process. So Mondays, I believe, I got a little note here. Yeah, Mondays is going to be, I'm not doing any of the journals on Monday. Mindful Monday. I'm going to be doing some stamping. I'm going to get all my stamps, a lot of my stamps out, not necessarily all of them, there's too many to get all of them out. But I'm going to get some stamps out, and I have a, oh, that's over the edge a bit. Should we just snip that off a little bit? It looks a bit weird at the back. I've got a box that I keep bits in for stamping, and it's getting very full. So the answer to that is to do some more stamping. Let me just get that in exactly where I want it. Not that it'll stay there, but I like that. Right, we've got to tuck this side for it. These are nice, but I think they'll be too big. Yeah, I could put it that way. Let's see if we've got anything smaller. They are all, well, I have got some very small journal cards, but really I'd like a, not a journal card. I'd quite like a journal card in here rather than a, oh, get your words out, woman. And a tag. But I might have to use a tag because I've got a lot of tags. I can't cut him. I could put him like that. It's Wild Yarrow, it's called. But it's very, it's a bland flower on a bland page, so maybe not. Oh, that's nice. That I like. It can't be very big because it's not a very big slot, and I don't think I'll do much with that at all. It's very pretty the way it is. So I'm going to do that. Come on, that's it. Oh, I'm using the one wrong. That's why it's coming out weird. I'm thinking that looks more like an edge rather than a. Let's curl those around a bit. Okay. I used the tag one instead. Thankfully, it was the very small one. So blue. Let's go around that in a bit of blue. And I think I'm going to leave it enjoying the card for what it is. Right, we need something inside and something on top. Let's do the on top first. Oh, I like you. I like that a lot. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's no good. It's going to have to be used. I know it's an ideal place to put a nice big tag, but that just looked like it was made for there, so that's where it's going. I've had these flowers, I've got them in different sizes, and I've had them an awfully long time. It's one of the first digikits I bought. Well, it's got a, what's the name card on the back. I think that's all right. It's not brilliant white, is it? Yeah, I like that. Right, let's find something to go inside our envelope that I messed up. So this is going to go like that, isn't it? So you want something to come out of here. I think something that size is going to be a tag, but that doesn't matter. I've got this great big chunky one here. Will that fit in? Not quite as ever so thick, this. But in the centre there, I could cut a bit off. It would be quite good. It's very, very grungy though, that. Let's find some. Oh, you're nice. That's pretty in there, isn't it? I'm just looking what else I've got. I think I could really do with going through my stash actually and getting a few more bits out. Yeah, let's pop that in there. Let's back that because it's just on paper. So we need a bit of card, don't we? I've got some here. Nope, I've got some here. Let's back that and put a little put some butterflies on it or something. So it's is that big enough? Not quite. Yeah, that'll work. Just got butterflies apply and put the labels on. Oh, that's not shiny. That's good. I like it when they're not shiny. I don't have to put you there. Oh, nice and warm today. It's lovely. I am. Got a lot of layers on, but it is nice to be warm. Whoops, 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 whoops. Yeah, so we've also got something new on the horizon as well. A new journal on the horizon too, which will be fun. I like that. Let's cut that off. I was given a load more cards the other day to Coffee Dye, but I shall leave them in the cupboard for now because my box that I keep these in is very full still, so I won't do the next batch just yet. I do prefer to do it in the summer because it dries so much more quickly. It may seem a bit of a faff, Coffee Dye, all these little bits of card rather than big bits, but A, they are supposed to be junk journals, and B, for us in the UK, it saves a lot of money because card in this country is ridiculous price. It really is. Did it blue? I'm going to do it in blue or brown. I think we'll do this in this one. And you know, I don't mind Coffee Dye. I do it all in like 1.5 days. I just leave it out. When a bit's dry, I'll whip over some more, you know. Let's see, what shall we put on you? Quite big. Should we put a nice big butterfly on you? Oh, that is a bit too big. Scrumptious. Now, which do we want? The blue or the green? A lot of blue going on, isn't there? Shall we have the green? Oh, I have got some neutral ones here. So I might put more than one on, actually. Have the green and the neutral, like that. Oh, we'll cut that out, don't worry. What colour is you? Oh, you're green. They look better proportioned, don't they? Let's put you two on. And so we have some greenery. So there's this. That could be going up there. I'll give that on. That's too much. Or shall we have something neutral on there? Come on, a little bit of die cut. No, that doesn't show up. We'll put that bit. We'll put that bit on. Those actually, I'm not sure I like that one now with that piece of. Oh, the same colour green. Ah, that looks better. I don't mind things clashing, but they really were doing my head in. They were just, not my head in, you know, they were just irking me a little bit. Shall we have a bit of this on the bottom? That would look pretty, wouldn't it? And then those two, you can come down here a bit. You could go there a bit, and then we'll have a label. Yeah, let's have that. Let's cut you straight across there so you can go on the bottom. Use you up, then I don't have to put you away half done, do I? A friend of mine said when she was watching this that she's thinking, put it there, not there, put it there, not there. But of course I can't hear you because this is not live. But I know the feeling. I do it with other people I watch. You know. Yeah, I do indeed. I do like these. I know the stickers, but I do like them. I'm going to find some more because they are very effective, despite the fact that they're... Oh, I could see if I can find my... I've got a die cut very similar to this, and I used it all the time. In fact, it's almost worn out. I use it all the time. And I could actually have a go at getting that out and doing loads of those leaves as well, instead of buying more of these. Find some nice greens, but I've got a die cut that's a beautiful leaf one, just little leaves like this. and you don't get the shine then, of course, when you do die cuts. I'd have to find the right colours greens though, but I'm sure I could do it. Well, I know I can do it. It's just a case of bothering, isn't it, really? It's only a small die cut, and I've got a little die cutting machine, so it wouldn't take much. I know Louisa Hansel, she has a stash of die cuts already done, like I have in that bowl there. And I do keep some die cuts done, but I can't keep too many. I don't have quite the room, the space, you know. But definitely do some more leaves. There's no room, no doubt about that. I've got room for more leaves. I'm doing some prep work this afternoon, so I could perhaps do some then. We're not doing 2 videos today. Am I doing 2 videos today? No, I'm not. So, and I can't carry on with this because this is a start to finish, so I might, well, I will pack it away, but I will may get my die cutter out and do some leaves. You will know next time, won't you, whether I did it or not. It's finding the right card though. I'm not sure if I've got any green card or paper the right colour, to be perfectly honest, but we will look. I will look. Yeah. I'm going to put one of these on there, and then put 4 get one of mine out. Oh, my sleeves won't stay up. Got a nice little cloth piece of material here. Nice material one down there. It's going in an envelope, so it's not got sliding out of a pocket, has it? I like that one. I don't stamp much material. I should stamp more material, but I don't want to because I've got all this other paper to use up. Yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. There we are. Snap decision there. Well, it wasn't really that snappy, was it? I was looking at it for ages. Believe it or not, little bits like this will stick on with glue stick. You don't have to get the older 3-in-1 out. It will stick on with glue stick. There, as it's not going in a in and out pocket, so to speak, it's just going in an envelope. I can do that. That's nice. I like that. Sweet little thing. I might put some bit of ribbon in the top there. There, pop you in there. Well, you're not glued down because I did it wrong. That's in there. That's on there. Let's put you back under there. See what else we've got. I might do some more stuff on them. Where's my tissue? Sorry. Right. What are we going to pop in here? Is that a tuck? It is. You can go in nicely. You'd go in there nicely, wouldn't you? Oh yeah. Let's do the edges on you. Just going to do it over here so it doesn't go all over my journal. I forget to do that sometimes, and then you have to get all the little bits off your journal, don't you? Oh, I wish my sleeves would stay up. I might actually have to take this off. I am really quite warm today. Makes a change, doesn't it? Because I'm normally sitting there whining about being cold. Pop you in there. Let's find something for that. Let's have another look. Ah, they're cool, aren't they? Aren't they sweet? Quite like that, actually. I wasn't expecting that to fit in there like that. They're birds. There's no reason why you can't have them in there. They're birds. I don't know where I got this from. I really don't. It's very, very thick. But I don't think that matters. I think it will stick in the. Let's do. Oh, the edges are done. That's coming off though. I don't know what I glued it on, but something very heavy duty. This is a very, very old one that I've backed a long time ago. I don't back on this heavy stuff anymore. It's just too thick, you know. I made this a long time ago. It's like doubled you know, it's been glued on card, and then I've glued this on top. Is that coming off? It is a bit. A long time ago, and I don't know what sort of card. The card might have been slightly glossy, you know, to stay. The pin in new. I must get a new pin for this. This one's bent. Right, let's get some ink on it. That corner's not done though. That corner's square still. God, this one. Wow, that only just fits in there. In fact, it doesn't fit in there. Let's use my diddy one, see if I can get it to go through my diddy one, because the other side's worked. Yeah. Oh, no, that didn't work either. No, we're going to have to do this one. We'll do them. Oh, you see, it's pulled that off. Let's do it with the monster. There we go. We'll do it with the monster. And then we'll re-ink it. That's better. There. Happier with that now. Does it need a label? Does it need a little label? No, I'm not going to put a label on. I know. Gosh, shock horror. This needs something doing to it as well. Come back to that. I'm just going to fill these pockets in today. That's what I want to get done today. Now, do you fit in here? Nope, nope. You're too big. Too big. I've got a lot of, I just saw loads of, here they are. Here's my little bits and bobs here. Right, what have we got here? You'd fit in. Need backing, but you'd fit in. Oh, hello, you're nice. Oh, I'd only get a body. I can't put him in. That's tiny. That would sit in the bottom. You'd see the butterfly. Would you see the butterfly in the bottom? I think you would. I like the look of these. Let's put you and see what you look like. No. No, not really. No. I can't use the bird because it would cut off halfway through his body. So let's put that away. Now this would probably work. I think this is glued down again, you know. Just making sure there's not too much glue on the edges. Why won't you go in? We go to there. But that. Yeah. Sorry, I might cut that one down a bit. Oh, well, oh, there's a white one here. That fits okay, doesn't it? Let's do something with that. Let's do something with that one. Pop you all in there. Can make you into a tag, can't we? Just needs a little thin piece of card. That'll be perfect. Put some glue on you. Find a dry piece of paper. That is not. No, that's dry. I had to take them out of the book they were in because the book was just getting so difficult to use because it's so thick. So this morning I spent a bit of time taking some of the pages out with a knife, you know, X-Acto knife, and so they're all loose now, which makes it a bit easier because I don't have to twist so much to glue on them if I don't want to. Not that it makes a remote bit of difference to you, but let's cut this out. See, these little bits are quite useful. I keep them until I think they're way too small to do anything with, really. So I'm trying to get my ephemera as much as possible, you know, my tags and journal cards and everything, backed before putting them away. I mean, I've got a whole pile there to be backed. That's the sort of thing I can take to my sons when I go over. Something that, what I call kind of mindless job, you know. Oh, it's a bit big. Should we do this one? See what this one looks. No, that's a bit small. Let's do the next size up. Oh, she says doesn't want to go through there. No, good, 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 you know, and just take loads of card, loads of bits that need backing, and get them all backed up, ready to be used. I frequently don't, I mean, occasionally I decorate some beforehand, but I like to embellish them usually with it, you know. I'm waffling about nothing in particular here. There we go. Be nice to have got all the tags done, won't it? Yeah, I just want a little something on there. It's something very pale on there. That's nice. I'll put that on there. Just the one. Let's pop that. Sorry, I went very quiet then, didn't I? Probably a relief for you. There we go. Let's pop you there. You might show through. Yeah, I think you will. Should we put a tiny hole on the top? On my diddy one? It's just a diddy little hole. I will put some threads on them. There we go. Last one. Put 2 in this one and 1 in there. I think we've just got time for that. Sorry, I was just taking a swig of my coffee. How thick will that make it? Oh, not very low. I think it can cope with that front one. Unless I find something, if I find something better in my stash, I won't change it. I'll wait until we're back on camera, but yeah, I might change it. Let's pop something. Oh, you won't see that when it's in there. That's a nice butterfly. But it doesn't matter. You'll see it when you take it out. I'd like to about the same size if I can. I want 2 in here. That and that would look nice, wouldn't it? And then you take that out and you see that butterfly. So we'll do them now. I'm going to do all these 3 together, and then we're going to do one little one to go in here. Something not blue. How about you? That rhymed actually. The bird's little head sticking out the top. Yeah, yeah. Let's back these 3 and get something done with these. And then I think next time we will finish our hopefully. We will what's the word I'm looking for? We will embellish some of those pockets that are plain. And will any of these fit on here? You'll fit there. Yeah, we'll embellish some of these pockets just a tiny bit. I don't think I've quite got time today, so we'll embellish the pockets and put some page edges on next time, because I would like some page edges on. I've only got 1 on. It looks a bit weird with just 1 on, so I do want to put some more on. Let you dry. Put another piece of card out. I don't get the card out beforehand because I don't know what size I'm going to need, so I always leave it until I'm actually going to do them. Well, they both fit on there. They both will fit on there. There we go. You shiny? No. Brilliant. No having to let's put you away. Whoops. That's the trouble with it not being in a book. It does move. Oh, wrong side. Whoa. I'm not the first time I've done that either. It's been a nice calm, quiet little video, isn't it? Well, it's not that quiet. I do rabbit. My friend also said that she didn't mind my bracelet rattling at all, but actually, I don't think it bothers that many people, but it actually bothers me. it does annoy me a bit. So only when I'm crafting, not other times. But I never take it off, you see. So yeah, it's much more peaceful without it rattling. It'll be even more peaceful when I oil my chair. And there we are. Hope you haven't fallen asleep. Depends on what time you're watching it, I guess. I don't mind if you have fallen asleep. It means it's had its satisfying and calming effect. When I fall asleep on videos, which I do, I end up watching them again next night. I can usually remember the intro, but then that's it. You know, I have to go back and watch them again. I've got loads to catch up on, I must admit. These last week I mentioned before, I had a bout of insomnia. So this week I've been doing a lot of reading. I always find reading helps with it. So I haven't been watching much television at all. Not much YouTube. Well, I haven't watched any television. I haven't watched hardly any YouTube at all. I've just been reading. And it helps my mind to wind down a bit. Whereas if you like watching a really cool crafting video, you might think, oh, I might try that. And then your brain starts whirling. I could do that this way, and I could do this. And yeah. I mean, sometimes I watch them and think, oh, that is very interesting, but it's not something I want to try, which is fair enough, you know. I mean, totally. We all have our own styles, you know. I think it's nice if you can have a variety, you know. Like, that's the wrong one. Rachel from Roxy Creations, she does sewing videos as well, which are nice, you know. I'm making a quilt, not a conventional quilt like people think of quilts. I'm making a English paper piecing patchwork quilt at the moment. It's nearly finished actually, but there's no way I could do that online because with you guys, because it would bore you silly. It really would. So, but I do sometimes do what they call slow stitch, which I call hand sewing. Slow stitch covers sometimes. I'm making a couple of those at the moment. If you ever want me to do any of those, let me know. I don't mind doing a bit of that online, because the covers are a lot more interesting, you know. Whereas the cover, the quilt, is just literally sewing patches on, which, you know, isn't everybody's cup of tea, is it? But yeah, let me know if you want me to bring any sewing into it. I'm quite happy to do that. But I won't, as I say, this is a journal channel, so I won't do it unless I get, you know, the feedback to say that you want it done. You'd like to see some slow stitched covers. I'd like to put a slow stitch cover on this, but it depends whether I get any finished or not. I just think it would look nice on with a nice lacy cover. Right, I'm not doing anything with that one. I'm not doing much with this. I'm just going to put a bigger label on it. The big ones out. Oh, ta-da! Yeah, nice. You there? Maybe a couple. Finish it off. I'll put them on there. Just put them on, and then I'll come back and do the other one. And I think this one's butterflies, the other one's birds. So we'll try and find some nice flowers to put on the third one. I don't often use these butterfly labels. I do like them very much, so it's nice to use one. There we are. And we'll have a circle on this one. A big one. Yeah, there we go. Make a circle. There we are. Let's do one on you as well while we're here, while we've got it out. There we are. Might need those. Let's get some flowers out. Here. What can we put on here? You're a bit small. We can use one of the bigger ones on here, can't we? That works, but I'm not sure it's what I want. Oh. Oh yes, that's the one. That is the one. I might snip round it a little bit more, I'm afraid. Sorry, but I might have to do a bit of fussy cutting around that. What do I want on here? There's something like that at the bottom. Oh, we're going back to a bit of doily. No, that's the wrong colour. What's this? That's a plain one. No, I'm having a plain one at the bottom there. Oh, I'm going to use that. Leave that there. What should we have in the top? That's too big. Let's get the smaller ones out. Get you all on here. This is the one that it's a little over full. This one, I should perhaps separate some out, but I can't be doing that right now. Let's have a look in here, see if I've got any pretty coloured ones. Don't forget to use my coloured ones. Oh, that's a nice colour. Oh, I like that better. Let's pop you over there. I always just go to the neutrals. I don't know why. I should forget that I've got these pretty coloured ones. That would look nice. Too big. Too big. Got to see I've got numbers at the bottom there, so that would be quite nice. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Just, we've run out of time really, but I just want to cut a bit more of this away. I know it's not white, it's a little thick in places. I just want to thin it out a little bit in a few places, that's all. That's a bit better. This is nice to cut. I think this has been printed on parchment. It has been printed on parchment paper, which is lovely to cut. But these are nice bluebells, I believe, which to just feel the flowers needed a bit more definition, especially the spikier ones, because that's the way they are in the field, isn't it? Said I wasn't going to do much, didn't I? Sorry, this is going to run over a little bit, but There we go. I honestly think that looks so much better for those few bits to be taken off. Right here, let's pop you one little lass. Put you one little flower. Yeah, lots better. Let's get some glue. There we go. Oops, not inking this one because it's on this lovely cream paper, this lovely, what's the name paper? Parchment paper, so I'm not inking it. Oh, I didn't notice that you came off, it doesn't matter. Stop attacking me. Sorry, the glue paper's attacking me. That's not belong there. The glue paper was attacking my sleeve, which has fallen down again. I think this is, yeah, this is a sticker. Well, it's not actually. It's one I've printed on sticker paper. So is this. I thought it was. There we are. They're all done. We're only over by about 5 minutes. Oops. It's nice to get that particular. It's satisfying to get this particular piece finished. This section of it finished. I'll pop you in like that, back to back, so when you swing it out, you get that one in there. Yeah. Put that with there. Lovely. Lovely. There, we did quite a bit today. Not finished, but we got all the labels in and the tags in and the journal cards in, so that's the section completely finished, isn't it? I shall look through my stash for one for there. I'm not 100% certain I'm keeping that in here. This is just coming off a bit. Did not glue that properly. There. Anyway, thanks for staying with me for the extra 5 minutes if you did, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'll see you on Monday. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.